For decades, the world believed that traditional jobs were the backbone of stability. You studied, you got a degree, you found a job, you climbed the ladder, and you retired safely on a plan. That pattern worked for generations, and millions still believe that this path will somehow survive the future. But quietly, and without most people noticing, that old world is already collapsing. Artificial intelligence didn't arrive like a sudden explosion. It arrived like a slow, silent tide that first touched the edges of our lives, then slowly began reshaping everything we consider normal work. And today, we stand inside a moment where the jobs we were told to rely on are being rewritten, redefined, or replaced entirely. AI isn't simply a new technology. It is a new economic species, one capable of doing cognitive work, not just physical labor. And that changes everything. Traditional machines replaced muscles. AI replaces thinking. And the moment a tool can think, it challenges the very foundation of what we call a career. Many people still imagine AI as just chatbots, image tools, or something that automates simple tasks, but that view is already outdated. Behind the scenes, AI systems are analyzing markets, diagnosing medical conditions, writing code, designing products, and making complex decisions that once required trained professionals. Entire departments in major companies have already reduced hiring simply because AI can do the work faster, cheaper, and without fatigue. What's even more surprising is that the decline of traditional jobs is not happening only at entry level. It's happening across the entire pyramid. Roles that once required years of experience are now being handled by advanced models capable of learning thousands of skills within hours. Lawyers, accountants, analysts, designers, researchers, these jobs are not disappearing tomorrow, but they are shrinking in ways most people don't see yet. Companies are quietly restructuring, reducing headcount, and shifting budgets to automation because the economics are simply too powerful to ignore. This shift doesn't look like mass layoffs happening in one day. Instead, it looks like job descriptions slowly changing, hiring freezes becoming permanent, promotions becoming rare, workloads being reorganized, and entire teams being replaced not by people, but by software licenses. A company that needed 50 writers now needs 5. A firm that needed 20 analysts now needs 2. And the remaining jobs demand people who understand AI, work with AI, and compete with AI. You don't lose your job overnight. You lose your relevance slowly. Right now, millions of people are living inside a quiet illusion, believing that because their job title still exists, their job is safe. But industries don't collapse at once. They fade, and the fading has already begun. The workforce of the future is not being built on traditional job structures. It is being built on adaptability, creativity, and the ability to use intelligent tools effectively. The uncomfortable truth is that AI isn't coming for jobs, it's coming for tasks. When enough tasks are automated, the job holding those tasks melts away. This is why the change feels invisible. You don't see your job disappear, you see pieces of it vanish until the job no longer requires a human. This section of the story is not about fear, it's about clarity. Because the real danger isn't AI. The real danger is pretending that AI isn't rewriting the world we work in. People will say, "My job is unique. My job requires human judgment. My industry will be safe." But every industry has said that at the beginning of a technological revolution, and every time the world changed anyway. The truth is, the biggest shift happening right now is not the replacement of workers, it's the replacement of assumptions.
The idea of a stable, predictable career was one of the greatest promises of the 20th century. People built their lives around it. They took loans, mortgages, and long-term commitments with the confidence that their career path would support them. But the traditional career model was already weakening long before AI arrived. Rising competition, global outsourcing, automation, and cost optimization slowly made job stability more fragile than people realized. AI simply accelerated a collapse that was already in motion. Today, the old career ladder, entry-level, mid-level, senior, leadership, no longer functions the way it used to. Promotion cycles are slowing down. Career growth is flattening. Mid-level roles, which once acted as stepping stones to senior positions, are being automated faster than entry-level roles. Because mid-level roles are data-heavy, repetitive, and rule-based, the perfect environment for AI. This is creating something the world has never seen before, a workforce where beginners can still enter, leaders still exist, but the entire middle of the structure is disappearing. In the past, experience was the most valuable asset. Today, access to tools is becoming equally important. A new graduate who understands how to leverage AI tools can outperform a professional with 10 years of experience. That flips the entire economic logic of career development. Suddenly, seniority isn't a guarantee. Your value is no longer defined solely by what you know, but by how fast you can learn, adapt, and integrate intelligent systems into your work. Companies are not trying to replace people out of cruelty or greed. They're adapting to a world where AI dramatically increases productivity. When a single AI system can perform the work of dozens of employees, the financial incentive becomes unavoidable. And as AI improves exponentially, companies face a choice: evolve or fall behind. This means workers also face a choice: adapt or become obsolete. Traditional job training, college degrees, and workplace skills are becoming outdated faster than institutions can update them. What you learn today may not fully apply 3 years from now. This is not the fault of schools or companies. This is simply the pace of AI evolution. While most technologies in history grew linearly, AI is growing exponentially, which means the gap between old careers and new opportunities widens every month. This shift also creates a psychological challenge. For generations, people believed that stability came from following a single path. But AI is teaching us that stability now comes from flexibility. Instead of one long career, the future will look more like multiple short careers, each evolving as technology evolves. People who refuse to learn new tools will find themselves stuck. People who embrace AI will find new opportunities opening faster than ever before. We are entering an era where your earning potential is tied directly to your ability to collaborate with AI, not fight it, not fear it, but work with it. The people who treat AI as a partner will rise. The people who treat AI as a threat will fall. This isn't about being the smartest or the most educated. It's about being prepared for a world where intelligence is no longer just human. If traditional jobs are ending, what comes next? For many, this question triggers anxiety, but it should also spark excitement, because the world is not ending, it is transforming. And transformations create opportunities that didn't exist before. The end of traditional jobs is not the end of human purpose. It is the beginning of a new kind of workforce built on creativity, problem-solving, and the ability to use intelligent tools in meaningful ways. In the future, the most valuable workers will not be those who memorize information, but those who orchestrate AI. The worker of tomorrow will be part strategist, part creator, part innovator. Their job will not be to perform repetitive tasks, but to direct systems that perform those tasks. This shift creates a world where individual talent can scale like never before. One person with AI can now produce the output of entire teams. This means opportunity is no longer limited by company hierarchy. It becomes limited only by imagination. New types of careers are emerging, roles that didn't exist a few years ago. AI operators, prompt engineers, workflow designers, automation strategists, data storytellers, AI auditors, digital architects. These are not science fiction jobs. These are jobs being hired right now. And many of these roles do not require traditional degrees, years of experience, or permission from institutions. They require curiosity, adaptability, and a willingness to learn new tools faster than previous generations. But this new world also demands a shift in mindset. People who wait for the system to give them answers will be left behind. People who experiment, explore, and take initiative will lead. The future is not about following rules. It is about building new frameworks where rules didn't exist before. Traditional jobs offered narrow paths. AI-driven careers offer wide-open landscapes. The most powerful advantage you can have is not technical expertise, but the ability to combine human skills with AI capabilities. Empathy, storytelling, critical thinking, leadership, creativity, emotional intelligence, these human qualities multiply when paired with advanced technology. The future belongs to those who merge human depth with machine intelligence. But the most important truth is this: the end of traditional jobs does not mean the end of success. It means the end of outdated definitions of success. The people who thrive will be the ones who embrace lifelong learning, stay adaptable, and understand that careers are no longer ladders. They are landscapes. You don't climb them, you navigate them. And as AI reshapes the world, people who are willing to adapt will not only survive, they will rise